So I'm gonna start rolling through this. Please keep going with the questions. I'll try to roll with it the best I can, but I want to kind of go through the slides, make sure you guys know everything that's coming up. So first thing that I'm supposed to talk to you guys about is prom. Is anybody going to prom out there? Or actually knew that there was going to be a prom? Oh, we got one? Yeah, there's going to be a prom, okay. It's pretty cool. It's actually at the Utah State Capitol. So if you've ever been to the Capitol before, that big building with the dome on it, it's in Salt Lake up on the hill. It's in the rotunda. It's pretty cool. There's going to be Utah Virtual Academy there, Utah Connections Academy, and Mountain Heights Academy. All of these guys are like virtual schools, so you're kind of getting that same feel with all these different people. It's too far. Where do you drive? Where do you live? Raymond. Yeah, so you went last year. Yeah, it's pretty cool. St. George. Yeah, that would be a little drive to drive up there. I wish we could kind of do one in the south, one down here, but unfortunately they have that. So it says you can come along with a date or you can go as a group, that kind of stuff, okay? If you want to RSVP, and then also the pictures forms, there's these little links at the bottom. So you just go tinyurl-UTA prom 19, okay? And then the other one's UTA prom 19 pics. So if you're going to go, have a good time, enjoy yourself. I may try to go to it. I don't know. I'd bring my wife or something like that. We'll see. Speaking about my family, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. Let me get my little pointer finger out here. All right, so this is my wife. My wife's name's Christy. I've been married for like 11 or so years. The baby she's holding right there, that was Kahler, K-A-H-L-E-R. That was his first birthday. You can see the smash cake where you kind of get that all over him. He's like 20 months now, so yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Charming family. I like that. So I do have 2 other kids too, so I have 3 kids altogether. So Brooklyn is my oldest. She is in first grade, 7 years old. And then I have Kaysen, who's my middle boy, and he is 3, almost 4. And I said Kahler before, he's about 20 months now. And this is a picture actually last summer. I got to start updating these a little bit. We went up to Waterfall Canyon up in Ogden area. So I don't know if you've ever been up there, but pretty hike up there. Anyway, so that's a little bit of my family. Hopefully I'll get to know each and one of you as we kind of go through this process here. Okay, so some contact information, okay? Here is a number that you could call or text me on. Okay, so it's like a Google Voice number. So sometimes I don't answer on the weekends, to be honest with you, okay? But hit me a text. It may get me a little while to get back to you, but I'll get back to you. Also, there's my email. I'll try to get back with you as soon as I can on the email. I just get a lot that come through. And then I've tried to have some office hours. Nobody ever shows up, but hey, if you want to show up for office hours, more than willing to help you out. Go through this. But I think the way that I've set up the class, as you'll see here, is pretty like smooth, okay? And it has some cool videos because I've taken that college content and put it in there. It's actually former high school students of Utah, and they go over the different aspects of personal finance, what you need to know. If you haven't known about the school website, you have it right there. I have my own website. It's kind of like a Google Sites. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Okay, actually, let me show you that right now. Let me share my screen with you. Alright, can you guys give me a green check mark if you can see my screen? Sometimes I know it takes a little while to come up. Alright, very good. So this is what your course should look like, okay? A couple things to be aware of. One, I use the announcements a lot, okay? Well, I wouldn't say a lot. I just post like once a week. But I post the this recording that we're doing right now here, okay? So as you can kind of see, the intro to personal finance, if you want to figure out how to do it. go to my website right here. Boom. Let me show you that real quick because it pops up. So it has the 3 classes I teach. This will be under financial literacy. I also teach geography and then also driver's education. Run that for drivers for Utah Virtual. If you go back to the announcements, I've also made this Google Calendar that I think is a little bit easier to look at when things are done. I haven't done it yet because I've been lazy, or maybe I forgot. In the plan section, I will plan when everything is due, but I haven't done that yet, so I apologize. Still in that spring break mode, I guess. So as you can see on here, live classes are every Tuesday at 3 p.m. They'll usually last from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Okay, so we're going to be on there. It's not going to take the whole hour there, because I know this is probably the last class of the day, and you want to get on with other stuff there. Now, assignments are due on Thursdays, okay, and Tuesdays is what I've done. But I don't put on the grades for them until Monday morning, okay? So, for example, this Thursday, you're going to have quizzes 1.01, 1.02, and 1.03 that are due, okay? So, let me show you how to get there. So, if you come up to the top, you go to Content. I'm just going to push that real quick, open a different link here. And you go to Unit 1, okay? Unit 1, Lesson 1. You're going to take these 3 quizzes right here. Now, where you find the content on these quizzes is in these videos. So what you do is you click on Video 1, and it pops you up with a video right here that has been made by, as I said, former high school students that actually went to Dixie State University and took a personal financial class. So this one's talking about evaluating emotions when making final decisions. So this is something I'm actually dealing with right now. My wife and I have decided that we're probably going to build a house, okay? And she is all emotional because she don't tell her I said that, okay? I'm recording this. This is bad. Don't let her ever see this, okay? So she wants all these different upgrades and that kind of stuff, but it's kind of like we got to figure out the right price range, right? So what we can afford, what we can't afford, what's necessary and what's not necessary. And so that's the big thing about these final decisions, what we're going to kind of go through today, okay? After you do that, you can just push over here and it'll take you right to the quiz, okay? Mine looks a little different because it's the admin end where I set up the quiz. But usually there's about, anywhere from 5 to 10 questions, maybe a little bit more, sometimes 15. And you can take them as many times as you want, okay? Somebody said, oh dear. Oh yeah. My bad. I shouldn't have probably said that. All right. So I'm finished screen sharing here. Any questions so far on the layout of the course, how it works? So basically you just go through the videos, watch the videos, get the content, take the quizzes. We good there? And you just follow the format. Yeah, you can go ahead. So that's something that's asked quite a bit. They tell me, they say, hey, can I go as far ahead? I've had kids finish the class in like 3 to 4 weeks. So, very good question. Are there retakes? Yes. You can take the quizzes as many times as you want. I record your highest score. So, which makes it nice, right? And I would even tell people that struggle maybe with some tests is go through and look and see what the questions are, and then go watch the video and then do it that way. Perfect. Glad you don't have any questions. I'm in the concurrent enrollment. What happens when I finish the Dixie State semester? I'll go over that in just a second because I have that in my next slide. If we go ahead, do we still need to come to class? I would like you to come to class because you learn more stuff up and beyond that. But as long as if you don't want extra credit and that kind of stuff, I mean, I'm supposed to tell you to come to class, but you're big boys and girls. Okay. Sorry, I'll try to get to you guys' personal or your the private chats as soon as I can. All right. Okay, let's kind of describe personal finance here, and then I'm going to be going because I'll be answering that concurrent enrollment question in just a second. Okay. So personal finance is the financial management which an individual or family unit performs to budget, save, spend monetary resources over time, taking into account various financial risks and future life events. Okay, so you want to figure out here when we're talking about personal finance what you want to be. What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Do I want to live in a small apartment and just use the bus, that kind of stuff? That's cool, right? If that's the lifestyle you want. If you want to live in like the suburbs in a bigger house and have multiple vehicles and stuff like that, so you need to prepare for that. You need to figure out what you got to do to get to that lifestyle that you want. Okay? And after, if you're living that lifestyle, then we got to talk about what happens when you can't work anymore. Can you maintain that lifestyle? Right? So there's a lot of different things that we talk about. We're talking about jobs, right? We're talking about retirement. We're talking about, somebody said, real estate. The other things, business management. How you manipulate things to get, not manipulate things in a bad way, but make things work to your advantage. Okay? And so that's what this class is for. But it takes discipline. It takes hard work. It takes a lot of things like that. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's talk about the two different options. A lot of people have talked about concurrent enrollment. It's a big topic. Okay, so most of you are going to be taking just this regular high school credit to earn 0.25 towards graduation. Okay? It's only a block class, and it's only informative. Okay, so that's what the videos and what the quizzes are. Okay, it's only informative, and that's what you get graded on for that. If you want to do the concurrent enrollment, there's two ways to do it. Okay, so one, it starts at the semester. Okay, so you can only start the concurrent enrollment at in January or September. Okay, so since we're already into April, if you want to take concurrent enrollment, this is what you would do. Okay, you would stay in this block class. You would take all of the informative stuff, take all the quizzes, get a good score, that kind of stuff. And all of these quizzes and stuff are actually on the course through Dixie State. So what I will do is I will transfer your scores over to the Dixie State one, and then in September of next year, you will register for the concurrent enrollment class, and then you will go through and do more of the in-depth assignments. Okay? So the in-depth assignments and discussions. So basically it's going to make you make a budget. It's going to make you apply for FAFSA, which is how to get money and that kind of stuff for college. Okay? It's going to make you kind of do that. So it's more in-depth and there's more assignments. But the good thing about that is you've already basically checked off half of your college course. You already got it done, and then you just finish the rest of it. Okay? That one would be a semester long. It goes from September to December. Okay? And then there's also one from January to approximately about May. So that's where we're kind of at there. There is a fee for the course for concurrent enrollment. It's not that expensive, and we can actually let's see here. So there is ways that we can kind of work with you those fees so we can get you in that class. We'll just have to talk about it. So Miss Hymus is the one that's kind of over that. If you're interested in jumping in concurrent enrollment class, so as I said, if you're not in it right now, you would need to get in it for September. So I'm going to have to look at some of that. Is there a final for this course? So For the regular high school course, no. For the concurrent enrollment one, yes. So somebody says, this is the final month. Yeah. So I'm going to have to check. I can't remember. Let me actually pull you up on my other screen here real quick. So you're already in it, Nicholas, and let me see here. Okay. I'll check. Stay after real quick, and we'll check and make sure we're all good. I'm going to try to pull you up as I'm trying to go through this at the same time. I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm a guy, okay? All right. So we'd have to wait until that semester to work on the projects. Correct. Yep. Could we get a list of what we need to do so we can save it and turn in later? I could give you a little bit of what you need to do. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I could probably give you some of the stuff that you need to do. Is there a final for this course? I already explained that. It doesn't show on the final module. Okay. Yeah, let me. I'll look at that a little bit later. I'm gonna have the other get through for the rest of the class, and then we'll deal with that. And sorry about the private chats. I'll try to get to those as soon as possible. Okay. All right. So in order to pass this class, and I mean the high school class, right? If you just log in each day, complete your assignments, turn in your quizzes on time. If you have any questions, come to the help sessions that are so available, then you can do that. Somebody says, I can't take quiz my class just does not show your class. Okay. Let's talk about that right after, and I'll try to get you all figured out, okay? Raymond, thanks. Okay, so we already kind of went through this. Plan, this will show what it is. Still got to get those. All grades are based off the course quizzes, and they can be taken as many times as you like. So we talked about that before. Okay, here's the letter breakdown. You need 60% for passing. Okay, so get up to that 60%. There are quite a few quizzes. There's like almost 40 quizzes in here. So you need to get 60%, that means you need to get, if you're looking for only the minimum, right, you need to take like probably about 28 or so, okay, and get 100% on all of them, okay, to get the points you need to pass. Okay, so let's do this real quick. What I want you to do is I want you to write on the board here. I'm going to give you writing privileges, and as you're writing on the board, then I'll be able to answer some of these private messages here. I want you to do a little discussion, okay? And we've talked about, the first one was emotional influences on financial behavior. And as I said, my wife was all crying about, you know, like this house we're talking about building and that kind of stuff. But this is what I want you to write on there. So let me give you guys some writing tools. If you could buy anything in the world, what would it be? Okay, you can put it on the chat or you can write on the board. I just gave you privileges to writing on the board, so I'll answer a couple of these things. Perfect. Yep, keep writing on there. We'll discuss those in just a second, all right? All right. Oh, somebody said, are we assuming that we're affordable? Whatever you want. If you could buy anything. Just anything. Okay. All right, let's kind of talk about this real quick. Somebody said on here, 100 Takis. Is that the hot stuff, right? You eat? Isn't that like the hot, like Cheeto type thing? Yeah, I don't like those. I'm gonna say, maybe you like them. But that's good. Okay, let's see what some other things said. So Grant Corden 10-time book and Top of Ramen beef. Oh, cool. That's pretty cheap. You can buy that easily, right? Anything that gives cash flow immediately. All right, so maybe like a rental, right? Except, do you really want to be a landlord or something like that? Okay. All the land that exists in the world, then rent it to people. Somebody's thinking out there, right? Somebody wants some money. To have a big house where we could have our own rooms, a home library. Very good. Okay. Phrygian house? I don't know what that is. That wouldn't have to pay anything except this is my house. An island to live on. I like what some people are thinking. Think big, right? I read a book one time by Richard Branson. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the owner of Virgin. He bought his own island. Talked about how he went and did it. Okay, a cruise line, that'd be pretty cool. I like how you're thinking. I want to buy lots of things. I'm hard to choose. Okay, a 3D printer. A 3D printer is sweet. A PS4. Okay, that's pretty cheap. You can get one, right? You just gotta save up the money, budget, kind of thing like that. A mansion. Okay, a nice veterinarian office to pay for vet school. Yep, everything I need for the future. That'd be good. The world, or maybe a single dollar. Okay, lots of chocolate, more money, unlimited money. That'd be great if you had 3 wishes, right? I want to buy lots of things. Oh, hard to choose. I think we did that. Cool. Okay, so there's lots of things we want to buy. Now let's answer this question real quick. Why do you not buy what you want? Okay, why do you... Okay, let's see what people have said. Because most people want to give them a beneficial return in the long run, but only buy things that you give return, right? Okay. You have money for things that you really need in life and not for what you have. Yep. So there's that necessities, right? We need shelter. We need food. We need all that kind of stuff. But those wants, right? Do we really need it? Do I really need that PS4, right? When I could maybe do a PS3. You know, I only have an Xbox 360. I'm pretty lame, but that's okay, right? It works for me. Okay. Governments don't like when you steal their land. So what's that? It's important to save money. Yep, very true. Economy. Okay. Looks too big, so you don't have to save up for it. It'll be costly or unnecessary. Okay. Yep. As we said, the benefit there. Some people said they don't have any money, right? Well, it's important. Halliburton. Okay, are you talking about the contracting company, defense contracting company? Or maybe it's something different too. So I need money. I'm a waitress and can't afford it. Okay, so some of you have jobs. That's awesome. Okay, it's a waste of money. Broke as heck. I like that one. Broke as heck. Okay, so we gotta find that necessary thing. But the thing is, it becomes emotional, right? We want it, you know. It's kind of like eating out. Okay, who likes to eat out? Give me a green check mark if you like to eat out. Okay, what are some of your favorite places to eat out at? Okay, it depends. Yeah, put in the chat. In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out. In-N-Out's good, right? I like Chinese. I love Chinese. Chick-fil-A. I like it all. Panda Express, McDonald's, Texas Roadhouse, Asian food, Wendy's or Arby's. Oh, man. Now you guys are getting me super hungry, right? Taco Bell, KFC. Taco Bell. See? But the problem is, if we ate out every day, would we have enough money, right, to be able to get those necessities? So we have to control our appetites, our habits, that kind of stuff in order to that. Yeah, and you'd be unhealthy, right, too. So the problem is I eat out a lot. It's bad. It's bad for me, okay? And that causes more down the line, and you'll get, you know, stuff like that. Okay. All right, guys. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually leave it off here for right now. Because I told you, I only go to 3:45 at the most. Chuckarama. I'm not a big buffet fan, I'm going to be honest with you. But, hey, if you're a Chuckarama fan, go for it. So I'm going to leave it there. So what you need to do, okay, let me go back one more time and just explain. I'm going to share my screen one more time with you. Okay, so if you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. Ooh, I love some Olive Garden. All you can eat pasta. Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, remember, so if you go to the class home and you go to content, okay, and what is due on Thursday that you need to have done, you just need to have quiz 1.01, 1.02, and 1.03 done. You find out what's on the quizzes by watching this video, these videos, okay? So I'll click on this one. It says buying and planning for expenditures. So you have to watch this guy, right? Talk about it, take the quiz. If you get done with that and you feel like you want to do more, move on. It's cool, right? I'm cool with that. Somebody says, do you get doc points for late work? What you get is you get me texting you and your parents saying, hey, you're not done with this stuff, and you don't want that, right? Because you don't want to be in trouble, okay? So make sure you just get it on time and follow the plan. The plan, I'll have it up there. Sorry, I haven't posted it yet, but if you look on the announcements, this is basically the plan right here. So you go to the announcements, you go to this Google Calendar, so you can see 1.0, 1, 2, 3 are done. We'll meet next Tuesday. So this class is only on Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and you'll have 2.04, 2.05, then you have 3.06, 3.07, and so on. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording right now because I've been recording for a while, but I'm gonna stay after and try to answer all your questions that you might have. If you need to go, you can go. Great question about an exit ticket. I'm a slacker and don't give exit tickets, at least in this class, because I figure you have a lot of quizzes you got to do during the block. So just work on those for me. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. If you want to leave, you can leave. Do you get credit for attending class? Oh yeah, you'll get credit because you're gonna do better on your quizzes. Okay. All right, I'll stay out and answer some questions. I'll get to these private chats. See everybody later if you're good to go. If not, please stay after, and I will answer any questions for you. So let me just get to it.